my kako. My name is Jennifer Adams. I am from Kaneohe, Oahu. I am a senior at Hakipu'u Learning Center, and tonight I'll be talking about my project on ecotourism. Ecotourism by Jennifer Adams. The information from this project will benefit the future of Hakipu'u. Now I'll be going over my table of contents. I previously spoke about my introduction, and then I'll be explaining about ecotourism's definition. I'll be showing examples of ecotourism, my Hakipu'u Connection, and my community service and works cited page. What is the definition of ecotourism? By dictionary definition, this type of tourism is directed towards exotic, often threatened natural environments, especially to support conservation efforts and observe wildlife. It is also about having sensitivity towards the place's local culture and biodiversity within the place. Examples of ecotourism on Oahu would be 1. Kualoa Ranch, which was established in 1850. It is also known as one of the most famous privately owned nature preserves here on Oahu, and used for education not only to our own students, but used to educate tourists as well about some of the history behind the place and much more. Another place would be Hanauma Bay, which was declared as a protected marine life conservation area and underwater park in 1967. In 1990, the city and county of Honolulu had decided to restore the bay due to years of neglect and abuse from the millions of visitors who visited and snorkeled there. Since then, the park now has a requirement that first-time visitors must watch a documentary to learn about the marine life, preservation, conservation, and safety rules for the park. Ecotourism affects the natural environment, development, financial benefit, and cultural impact. The positives for natural environment would be that tourists pay for entrance fees, concession stands, and parking fees. Negatives to the natural environment would be that there's a lot of litter and pollution and no understanding for our personal connection to the land as local people. Positives for the development is that it creates a lot of jobs for local people, but the negatives would be that it limits development prospects for local communities. The financial benefit to ecotourism would be that all the hotel chains work together to save money and to start implementing plans to use biodegradable products and recycling more. The setbacks to this is that only $5 out of every $10 spent by tourists in the development world stays here in Hawaii. Cultural impact. Positive effects of ecotourists are often partially motivated by the chance to experience local culture, which can have a positive and affirming effect on our culture. By involving the local people in decision making, not only tends to make us more positive about tourism, but also empowers us as a community. The negative effects is the transformation of traditional cultural symbols are turned into commodities to sell to visitors. Next, I'll be talking about my community service, which was a requirement of 50 hours, some of which was spent with Ko'olau Mountains Watershed Partnership, which is a nonprofit organization solely based on a voluntary alliance of major public and private landowners working since 1999 to protect the forested Mauka or mountainous areas of Ko'olau Mountains on Oahu. Spanning nearly 100,000 acres with an estimated sustained yield of over 133 billion gallons of water each year, the Ko'olau watershed is integral to the island's present and future of water supply. Here in these pictures above, we were irrigating invasive plants that were crowding the kawelu grass at the Pali Lookout. And lastly, this is my works cited page, which is in MLA format. And this brings me to the conclusion of my presentation. For further questions or information, please contact me at jeadams@hakipu'ulearningcenter.org. Mahalo!